If you're like me, you might have noticed that the off spawns in the new Fortnite Simpsons season are crazy hard. So today, I'm going to be breaking down 4 things that are killing your guys' off spawns and how to fix each of those 4 things. Let's get into it. So number 1 is going to be drop mechanics, and if you don't know what drop mechanics are, it's just how far you're able to glide and how fast you actually fall, which correlates into how far you're actually able to go. And this season, the BR map is actually in between BR and Reload's normal map size. It's actually only a fourth of how big last season's map was. So you gotta plan accordingly with your drop mechanics, and it actually is exactly in between Reload and Battle Royale drops. So how you guys fix this is just drop slightly higher than you would usually, and you might even need to drop uncomfortably high for a little bit until you get it dialed in, but knowing's half the battle with this, and so once you realize, yeah, I do need to drop a little bit higher than I usually would, you should be completely good. Alright, number 2 does have to do with it being a smaller map again, which makes it so that there are more people at every drop. So pretty much this season, you will never be unconned. I'm just telling you right now, if somehow you are, it's usually just a fluke for one game. So don't feel like you need to land the edge of the map, because for the most part, the ratio of loot to people is actually worse on the edge now than in the big POIs. So it's actually better to just land in a main POI, get in, get out quickly. So get your loot, don't feel like you need to stay in the POI and clear it out, because you just don't need to. So getting off spawn is the whole point of the game. Alright chat, so next up, these two go hand in hand. It is your drop spot and then the loot at the drop spot. So you gotta have all of your loot down. You just gotta know where all of the floor loot is, all the chests, all of every spawn, but also that means that you gotta have a good drop spot picked out. So today I will show you guys how to. So go to fortnite.gg, and then you're gonna see this, and it's gonna be kind of overwhelming because there's all these spawns on the side, but there's only a few that you actually need to take. My face cam real quick. So all you guys need to put is chests, ammo crates, launch pad, squishy machine, burgers, campfire, slurp box, slurp barrels, truck, fishing rods, fishing poles, and bushes. Oh, and cash registers. So it's gonna make it look ridiculously chaotic over here, but that's okay. I just want you guys to go to, even though this right here is the best drop spot, there's so many people that land here, so it's not even worth it. So I want you guys to go to one of the main drop spots, just look here, and look at where you want to land. So splitting the drops is a big thing this season. You do not need to own the POI, just split the drop. And I wouldn't recommend going anywhere like this, even though it has the most stuff. Everybody's going to want to go there. So right now, I've been landing right here because there's 5 chests. None of them are guaranteed, but you're probably at least going to get 2 of them. And then there's also ammo crates, which is good, and then there's a slurp barrel. And so you can get a lot of loot over here. You can go over here, get cash registers, so in tournaments you have gold to spend, and then you're just able to quickly dip, break these trees right here, and get all of this stuff along the way, and then you're able to come over here, break all this, get almost max mats immediately. And then also you can see bushes are the mid-game thing right now. You just have to bush camp pretty much in mid-game. All the pros are doing it. There's like almost no other option. So having a good bush near your drop is important. So just find a place that has good loot, good bushes, good metal and everything, and good floor loot. It doesn't show floor loot on here for some reason, so you do actually have to go in-game, find your floor loot spawns, but it's 100% worth it, because if you're able to get a good drop and you're able to split the drop well, then you're pretty much guaranteed in-game if you're able to sit in the bush. So splitting big POIs is the play right now, since it is such a small map and there are like so few places to actually land. Landing at somewhere small right here that might have a lot of stuff just does not make sense, because everybody's trying to land at this spot, and so you're going to end up being conned by a million people. You're going to end up having to clear the POI. You can't just run away, and then your chances of making it off spawn are so much fewer than if you just landed at one of these bigger POIs that has a lot of people going there, but a good loot split for you to be able to get your stuff and get out. Alright, and the final one is that this loot pool is ridiculously balanced right now. Pretty much every single weapon does exactly the same amount of damage. So whenever I look here, I have some of the stats up here, and so a blue ranger shotgun does 122 damage, and a blue thunder shotgun does 106. Almost identical damage. And then if we look at the ARs, the damage on a blue suppressed AR is 30, and on a blue striker it's 22, but the fire rates are obviously different on these, making it pretty much balanced. So once you get off the drop, no matter what type of loot you get, you're pretty much tied with whoever else is there if they get loot too. And so you really need to be focusing on aim and just not doing anything dumb and making the other player do the dumb thing. So a good way to practice off spawns for this season is to play 1 or 2 zero build matches. I hate zero builds so much, but it is such good aim practice and off spawn practice because you don't have mats. And so you have to rely off of your aim and peaks because you can't build. And so really, going into an off spawn fight this season is really all about your mindset. If you're playing into the mindset of, I don't have any builds and I am completely tied with the other people for loot, so if I'm going to get into a fight, I just have to use every advantage I can find, force the other player into making a bad peek or a bad whatever that gets them in the spot where you're able to take them out super quickly. So it's really just a game of chess, honestly, just moves and counter moves, seeing what the other player does, playing off of that so that you win. If you just take it with a very strategic approach, you guys will do 100% better off spawn in every single game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did and you felt like it was helpful, please consider subscribing and dropping a like below. It actually helps me out more than you guys can imagine. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.